The Breakdown Boys, Wade and Sensei.
You're right. You look like you're looking at a ghost.
Yeah, I just saw this video that I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm going to play it in just a second here.
Wade's doing some research. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
That's how it look.
I don't know what just happened, but we're gonna get to that in a second. So, Sensei, some breaking news came out earlier today. Well, I guess yesterday now, and then as they're seeing this, probably a couple of days. But Dillon Danis has been sued by Logan Paul's fiancée. Have you seen this?
So it's real. It's happening.
This is happening. This is real.
I saw that she filed or something, but it happened? It actually went through?
So the lawsuit is now, well, so we're seeing what's happening with the lawsuit. There's not any official, decisions as of right now, but it is an official case. It is on the New Jersey District Attorney's Office website.
New Jersey.
The District Court of New Jersey. It has it on the website. That's how I actually found what I made my video on today. I went through the entire document.
This man Wade be doing some crazy research. He be...
I do one of these. So
he's like one of those guys in those shows where they're just like smacking the keyboard.
Facts. I didn't even know you could do that. And I have the glasses on now. By the way, comment below what the glasses talking about. I got some new glasses. I lost my other ones in London.
Found it.
So I've never read a legal document like that. I actually have the document. We're going to look at some of the stuff here in a second, but that was just public information that you could just go freely look up. I didn't even know that. And then I ended up finding out. So what do you know about this? Because I want to keep you, as Keemstar would say, in the loop here. What do you actually know about what's going on?
Nothing. All I know is that she sued him and there's a restraining order involved.
Yes. Okay.
Probably because of everything he's been doing, but I don't know the exact details about the sewage.
Bars. So that was like a double, triple entendre. Fucking
yeah. Speaking of sewage, this drink, but this thing just looks crazy, dude.
What is that?
It looks like I urinated in this cup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is it though?
On the brink of full dehydration and death.
Yeah, you keep avoiding the question because now it's making me think it actually is urine. What is that? Okay, and never do that again.
It's water.
Urine.
It's one of those. It's one of those. I'm doing what Machida did. You know what I'm saying?
So Machida drank his own piss, is what you're saying. Nice. Heck yeah. This. That looks like...
No, it's one of those immunity drinks. It's like the emergency, but it's not emergency.
I see. I got you. It's Metamucil for your old ass. Got it. Now, what we're saying now is essentially what's happened with this lawsuit is that you're right. Nina has seen all the things posted online, has now filed a lawsuit, and like you said, a temporary, which I think has actually now been granted, restraining order.
Okay.
Against Dillon, with the intent purpose that Dillon stops posting these explicit images or stops the online harassment campaign. Now, there's a couple things in here, though, Sensei, that are potentially damning for Dillon. One being from the actual document. We're going to pull it up here. From the actual document. So a lot of this stuff is about, public things that Dillon has insinuated, whether it's Nina has slept with so-and-so or many so-and-sos.
Yeah, the insinuation is tricky, huh?
That stuff's tricky. I don't know how much they can actually nail him to the concrete on for that, but there's some things here that I didn't even understand that apparently weren't public. At least the images themselves weren't.
Oh, see, now you're getting crazy if they weren't public.
Right. So let's do this. So there's a lot here that we can see. By the way, are you looking at this? Okay, cool.
Yes, I am.
So there's a lot here we can see, but I want to get to the actual kind of meat and potatoes here. That was a terrible reference for what we're talking about, but
meat and taters.
Not a great reference, but let's see. Okay, so number 24 on page 5 of this legal document. There's a lot of Logan and Dillon have a fight. Dillon posts this, insinuation. This made me feel a certain way, but this is damning. Although there are many pictures of plaintiff, meaning Nina, in the public domain given her professional success and the media attention that has come with it, not all of the content Danis has used in his posts relating to plaintiff have been publicly available prior to his post.
Oh.
On August 28th, 2023, Danis posted a video of plaintiff in which she briefly discussed her desire for intimacy after a period of celibacy.
Wow, what a description.
Yeah, literally is what it's the video that had we were just baffled by the amount of people that looked at it.
Which looked like it was her story.
It looked like it was a social media story, right?
Oh, but was it one of those green ones? The one that's like it's like for friends only, like on Instagram?
You might be onto something there. So, number 26. Buddy. While plaintiff self-recorded that video more than 6 years ago, she never sent that private video recording to anyone, and it was stored deep in her Snapchat archive.
Okay, Snapchat.
Suggesting Danis had hacked plaintiff's personal account or had obtained the private video from someone who had done so. Why you made that face?
That's wild. Okay.
Now, Dillon hacking anything, no shot. But someone doing it and then sending it to Dillon, potentially. And being like, yo, look at this video. And not maybe, because you have to imagine at this point, Dillon has had so many people send him stuff.
Right.
That he's not, obviously, he should be looking to be like, yo, is this actually... And this whole thing that Dillon's doing, we don't condone in the first place. But the fact that he went and posted, not knowing if it was public or not, he's now liable for a potentially private video being shared publicly.
Time out.
Go ahead.
Okay. I may be a boomer. Okay?
Go ahead.
But I'm not that much of a boomer.
Right.
What I'm saying, time out. It says 6 years deep into the Snapchat archive.
The word deep is a little weird to say.
Now, I know a lot of you youngins out there
right,
be wild and be having Snapchat archive, be using for crazy stuff.
I said this earlier.
So if somebody hacked her archive from the last 6 years, that video is the one you get? That one's sold to the highest bidder?
I know.
What I think maybe, my Inspector Gadget, is that it's private, which is still crazy that he can't use. That's terrible.
What do you mean private? That she sent it to someone?
Maybe she sent it to certain people,
right?
And they got it.
Yep. And then
said people
said, hey.
Or she might have because it's like story for just friends only type thing. Because that's tricky. Because is that public? If you're doing it, that's technically private. If
it's still
like
private.
Friends only,
right.
That's a weird little line. If it's like a friends only thing on Snapchat instead of like everyone else to see.
Now, the part about this that's so odd is that video is not really that big. Like, it's just her saying like funny stuff, like, oh, haha, look, you need,
right. And that one's deep in her archive, and somebody who hacked her entire archive goes, let me send Dillon this one.
Well, we're going to get to that in a second, because there might actually be some validation for this whole hacked thing. It's crazy, but we'll get to it in a second. Now, here's the other one. This one is the one that I'm looking at and going, oh, buddy, we might have a real problem here. Among Danis' many offensive posts, at least one violated federal and state law and gives rise to the claims asserted in this complaint.
Oh, buddy.
In the course of a romantic encounter that plaintiff had with a non-party more than 10 years ago, the non-party took a sexually explicit paragraph. He took a paragraph. Photograph of plaintiff without her consent.
Huh?
By August 11th, 2023, Danis had come into possession of explicit photograph of plaintiff and that depicted full frontal nudity, which is the picture that started this whole thing off. On that day, Danis posted the photograph entirely uncensored from his Twitter account without plaintiff's consent. Later
so that first photo?
That's massive. If that first photo...
I just want to clarify this.
Yes.
What I was saying before in the last one, make sure people don't get twisted here. Okay. Still, that one is still wrong. And if it was private, it's a friend's story...
It's still illegal. Can't do it.
The hacking thing seems a little fishy, but regardless, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Dillon should have, like, that being used.
But that's what I'm saying is now... But the second one might actually...
Second one, picture. Jail.
Yeah, the second one might actually be because there are statutes, federal, not just state, federal statutes against what is called revenge porn for dudes that share naked pictures of their girlfriend or vice versa in the public in any way, video, online, whatever.
But this is the first photo, and you didn't get. I mean, there was talks of.
But here's the thing.
In the beginning,
that's what I'm saying. You
maybe
remember
that's what they were referring to, and they said, "Let's keep it on the low," and then we'll.
That's a big point we're going to get to. But there, at this time, if you're Dillon, you know, like even if this is already public, even if that picture had gotten out before Dillon got ahead of it, and it was already in the public, it doesn't change the fact that if he posted it and it was still a private image, like even if it had leaked and he reposted it.
Oh, so even if it was because it was public, but
if
the way
I don't
it was
know that
originally obtained,
I don't know that. But I'm just saying, even if it was, you still now have this being a picture that maybe she didn't even know was out there, and maybe it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is bad. Now,
or maybe she knew it was out there and tried to get it taken down because it wasn't right, and then it gets resurfaced. Jail.
Now.
I got locked up.
They're not.
Let me out.
I don't think that.
Akon, talk to him now. Come on now.
I'm locked up. Won't let me out. They won't let me. Oh, I'm locked up. Okay.
And Dillon's 100% the type of person to
that
be
would
like,
not
yeah,
double
bro.
check it.
He told me
that would not double check it.
That it was public.
Right.
So it definitely is.
Yeah, bro.
Post on Twitter.
Post on Twitter.
Post. FBI, open up. Bam, dude. No. Bro, what? Bro.
What are you saying, bro? I would fucking take you down right now and smash your fucking face in, bro. What are you saying right now? It's not even a fucking close fight. Like, what are you talking about?
You got locked up.
KSI's fucking pussy anyway. So is Logan. Fucking posting the shit on the Twitter anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. You'd never stop me. Defend your Logan, brother. Now, when we talk about jail... When we talk about jail time, I don't know if he's actually going to get jail time for this. Now, a lawsuit, this is a civil case right now. This is a civil case.
Right.
So the only way he's going to actually see jail time is if they can determine that he, I guess, did this premeditated and or doesn't abide by the terms of the civil case. Right now, there is nothing should affect the fight. Nothing is going to see him thrown in jail, even though he said that and then got clapped by community notes on Twitter again. They were like, yeah, no, you're not going to jail for this.
Yeah.
But then going through this is already bad. But what Nina's asking for is in damages $150,000 per offense, which to my knowledge, at least so far, Dillon has posted 250 pieces of content around Nina.
Yo, you're kidding me. 250?
250, dog. And it's crazy because it just happened every day, and we just kind of, in our minds, we just kind of, all right, whatever.
Bro, 250 is insanity.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
You're talking about like pictures?
Some are not just, some are just
like a
regular.
tweet?
Yeah, some are just regular pictures of her. Some are the ones where she's like on the ground and dude is like,
no, but
funneling
I'm saying, but just pictures.
Yeah, and
not like just
some
tweets.
are photoshopped and content pieces, pictures regarding and or referring to Nina.
250 is crazy.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know. I've posted my wife like 5 times in the last year. And we got married recently. That's craziness.
I don't think you've posted 250 times in the last year.
Nah.
On all of your social media.
And maybe it's 250 posts total.
Total facts. Now,
damn, that's crazy. Jail.
This
250?
is
straight to jail.
Straight to
guilty.
Jail.
Bam.
This is interesting for a couple of reasons, right? Because one, like I said, if it's $150,000 per infraction here, you could be talking about at least 2 that we know of.
Quick math.
No, not 150 times 250. No, that's not what we're doing. We're talking about per unlawful posting.
Because that would be 37 million.
Yeah, we're not talking about that, dog.
Okay.
We talking
jail. Not paying that, buddy.
Just go to freaking Pelican Bay at that point. But no, we're talking about $300,000 potentially. At least 150.
Right.
And we know when we looked at my Twitter analytics when I was there, that shit is not covered. I don't care that by the way, he did 2 billion impressions. I don't care. There's no way he's making that kind of money.
Right.
Even on 2 bills. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she should just get the money then for whatever he makes.
Yeah. I mean, it's
got to be copyright infringement. You know what I'm saying?
Something. Right. Well, anyway.
Strike.
That's what she's seeking in damages. And then Dillon, here, point number 54. Dillon tried to justify these posts, but not just those 2, but all of them, by saying Danis attempted to justify the scope of his conduct by saying, quote, Paul knows what he's signing up for. This is me and him going to, like, murder each other. You saw, apparently you couldn't, Dillon was speaking, so it wasn't legible. You saw about stomping my head in front of my family, so I can't go at his wife's tits? Come on, relax. So there's that.
Oh, what?
So he's essentially doubling down on it. And then, again, there's just so much to get to. Then Dillon, I got to save this post. Then Dillon says this on Twitter today after the lawsuit has been filed, and it's publicly known to have been filed at this point. Nina Agdal has filed a massive lawsuit against me. She filed a restraining order against me and is seeking prison time. Not true on the prison time part. So this fight is in jeopardy if I'm in jail. If you're in jail, buddy, there's more than the fight in jeopardy. This is actually wild, but I won't stop. Fuck the system. Come get me. Logan is a dead man walking.
Okay.
So now you're threatening a witness of the fucking plaintiff here with
jail.
Dead man walking claims.
That's him right there.
You just can't do this stuff on Twitter, man. You can't, because there is no sarcasm that you can read out of this. There is no like, oh, he meant it a certain way. This is in text.
They're going to be in the court. Logan Paul is a dead man walking, he said, end quote.
That's it.
Judge. Jail.
Jail, bro. Jail. All right. So we're bouncing around a little bit. Dillon has said a couple things here back and forth, and he says the only way I would settle with Nina is if every dollar she receives goes to the victims of Crypto Zoo. That's funny. Fair play.
Hey, W
for that one, for sure. Dillon's still also a crypto scammer, but whatever.
Like I said, once again, jail.
Bro, like you said just a second ago, Dillon is the type of guy to just do these things.
He's the type of guy. Like, bro, what do you mean my license is suspended? I didn't know. There was a stop sign back there?
And then tweet, yeah, fuck this fucking DMV employee. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't see
tweet these things.
I didn't see what the speed limit was. And then he would resist arrest. This.
What do you mean, bro? It's crazy, right? You said something earlier that, because I don't think you or I, or like, we're not saying that Dillon hacked this. There's no, in our way, like, there's no way that Dillon has the capabilities to be hacking this, in my opinion. It doesn't mean that someone didn't.
Correct.
And the question now becomes, has this been a 2,000 IQ play here from Logan Paul this entire time?
Just letting Dillon just dig himself deeper into this hole.
Just fucking.
All right, buddy.
Right? I mean, think about it. Jake the other day, I think yesterday, I think it's on Twitter right now, was saying Dillon's a pawn. Logan's letting him. He's allowing him this spot. He's allowing him to keep talking. And it looks like they may have found the reason why. The fact that they have kind of let Dillon walk into this makes me think that here's the game plan. Here's the major play. They're going to have Dillon in this position where he needs to fight now. And I know you've been very, very particular on thinking Dillon may not make the walk, as have a lot of people. Based on his
saying
Twitter
stuff like, "Oh, guess I'm not going to fight now because I'm going to be in jail."
Well, here's the thing: if he has to pay back $150,000 to Nina, he's going to need to make at least $150,000.
Yeah.
How else can he do that?
But he's going to fight just to pay it,
or not pay it and go to jail. I don't know.
Bro, he's the type of guy that would try to run, like on foot.
Well.
From the police to the border. And you know what I'm saying? That's what he would do. No, you're not going to get me.
On foot. On foot is crazy. See that He lives in New York City.
Straight to the Mexican border, bro. Just straight.
Just running.
You're never going to catch me.
He gets like a block, and they're like, dude, what? No, we're here. On foot.
You know I'm not kidding either. That's exactly what he would do.
Maybe.
I'm not fighting. He would walk out. He'd show up to the ring.
Yeah.
Then he'd be like, oh, this is dumb. He'd climb out the ropes like that, like our boy from that video we saw. And then just start running.
Gloves on, boots on still, just.
And Connor would just be like,
you never fucking catch me. You never fucking catch me. I'm going to the border. You never fucking catch me. Go, Dillon. That's right, me.
It would show Connor like he did during The Ultimate Fighter, like going, just walking.
It's a good run we had, Dillon. Yeah, it was a good run.
Yes, you're next.
He's running for his life.
At an egg boxing factory.
You'll come back soon. In the meantime, KSR, your man's out here talking. Just goes on. I don't know, dude.
That's more likely.
This thing is turned into a whole circus by itself. As we sit right now, the judge has ordered that because Dillon, again, posted after this whole thing came out, I think the judge has now ordered that this temporary restraining order is now being put into effect.
Yeah, and he can just play dumb the whole way. He would go to court on this. I could see him in court being like, I didn't know. It was public. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, bro.
Just deny.
What do you think happens here, though? Like, what are we seeing on as we get closer to October 14th? We're only a month. We're only 5 weeks away. What actually happens here? Does this affect the fight at all, in your opinion? I don't think it will. I think the fight's going to go ahead. I just wonder how much Dillon is willing to continue.
I don't know. This stuff is serious stuff, bro.
Oh, it is. It's serious, and this is what I was going to say, though. Dillon today has not been posting about Nina as much. At least there's been no pictures. He's kind of angled it to be Logan now, or come and get me, you'll never get me type thing. So he knows.
It's just like, you're talking like Snapchat hacked,
that's
leaking
bad
stuff, and that kind of stuff, usually you never find the person behind it.
Right.
So, and it's one of those things where it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like fraud or like illegal streaming and stuff. They can never find the person. And when they do, they bring the hammer.
Yep.
Because they want to make an example out of you. So now they have a face behind. It's not the hacking, but using it. I don't know.
Just using it publicly.
Maybe it won't. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if like this got really bad really fast,
The only way it's going to get bad as far as criminal activity from this point, because Nina, again, is not she's seeking damages, but it's a civil case. Right. But the only way this can get bad criminally is if Dillon continues, because part of the restraining order is that Dillon can't continue posting those things. Like, you have to cease it immediately. Right. If he doesn't abide by that, then you're talking that, potential actual sentencing. Like, yo, you're now...
he's like, exactly, like I said, he's that person that like he's gonna get pulled over for having a headlight out, but then resist arrest and then get arrested for that.
Yeah.
I
hope it doesn't get to that point. I still want to see this fight. I mean, listen, Mike Perry is waiting in the wings. That's another good fight too for Logan, but it'd be a shame if we don't get to this point where they both get to settle it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a damn shame. But Dillon has got to stop being a fucking idiot with this stuff, dude. And he's got to realize that this has gone past trolling. And I know he's like now doing the free speech thing. It doesn't. Free speech is not what we're talking about when you're showing private images of people. Again, these are allegations. We'll know the truth. But comment section,
allegation.
You let us know what happens with all of this Dillon Danis talk. What's going on with the fight? Will he make it? Won't he? And is Sensei right? Would Dillon Danis try to evade the police on foot from New York City to Mexico? Just go.
Got locked up. Won't let me
I'll see you at the fucking border. They're not gonna let me in. The fucking border. What are you talking about? I'll choke them all to death. What are you saying? Toe hold. So that's Dillon on his way to the border. We don't know if he'll get there, but October 14th is coming up faster than you think. Will Dillon abide by the law or not?
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah.